morning, America! It's the DJ Wonder Chrissy back at it again with an update on migrant mayhem in Chicago. We've got a great video for you today. Hope you're having a good Saturday. It's Saturday, July 22nd. Yes, it's Saturday. And we're playing I'm Happy for this guitar. There you go, from Freedom, off the YouTube audio library. Good way to start the day. Hope you're having a good weekend. It's a hot and humid one again here today in Chicago. It's only 81 degrees, but we got a storm last night, and it is humid. Let me bring the music down so we can get the show going. Yeah. Good morning. Did I say good morning? Did I say it was Saturday? It's Saturday. Oh, it's a sweet day today. It's Saturday. It's like 9:30 Central Time here in Chicago. Got a good video for you today. Not only are people complaining about the migrants in downtown Chicago selling chiclets and Kit Kats. Yeah, all of a sudden there's a shortage of chiclets and Kit Kats at Costco in Chicago. Go figure. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that is my sound machine from Amazon. You can pick one of these up for like 10, 15 bucks on Amazon. Get one for yourself. Okay, so let's show this investigative report from NBC Chicago, which is highlighting the holes that Brandon, our buddy Brandon Johnson, and his little shark fin haircut, how they're maybe hiding where some of this money is going, or how much of the money is going to certain places. Millions of dollars really not accounted for, according to this report. So this is just a start. They leave a lot of loose ends in this report, but let's go ahead and get started on finding out where all the money in Illinois and Chicago is going when it comes to the migrants.
Has followed the money trail tied to Chicago's migrant mission. Total spending now tops more than $400 million.
Look at that, $400 million. I think it's more than that, folks.
And despite the creation of a city spending website, it's still not exactly clear where all of that money has gone. In this follow-up report, investigative reporter Bennett Haberly uncovers some new information not shared by the city.
Consider these numbers. More than 6,000 people still live in city-run migrant.
Yeah, that's a pretty new number. That's pretty accurate. We're down to 6,000. They are waiting for a influx of buses in the next month or so from Texas. They got a feeling that Governor Abbott's going to be sending a rush of buses right before the DNC. But you know what? I'm here to tell you, Governor Abbott, if you're watching this, you should be sending them now. We got NASCAR. We need some vendors, street people for the NASCAR thing coming up in 2 weeks. Send those people now. So Chicago's got some extra space, so if we get some more buses of people on a tour for NASCAR or the DNC, they've got a place to put them.
Shelters. That means costs are still adding up. Since August of 2022, the city of Chicago has spent more than $400 million, according to the city's spending website. Nearly 200.
That's just the city. Now, the state's spending just as much, if not more.
$53 million went to one private company, Kansas-based Favored Healthcare Staffing, which...
$253 million. Holy cow. That's $250 million.
Staffs the shelters. Another $76 million went to Equitable Social Solutions. That company partnered with another called ReloShare, which helped identify and sign lease agreements with property owners of the buildings that eventually became the migrant shelters.
That's where a number of those leases are.
But when we asked the city months ago for copies of these lease agreements, we were given just 9 out of 27. The use of these private companies has helped mask from public view where the public dollars have flowed. What we didn't know until now is how much the property owners of the migrant shelters were earning. But thanks to a new lawsuit, we're being provided.
Here you go, guys. These numbers will make you want to be a owner of some decrepit building in Chicago. Yeah.
Some more clarity. A lending company filed this lawsuit last month against 2 Chicago developers, alleging they did not make it clear when they signed a loan agreement that the building in the West Loop would be used to house migrants. What is not in dispute is that the owners of the Ogden shelter are paid $150,000 a month by ReloShare.
Makes you wonder who the new owners of those buildings are, right? One of Brandon's buddies, somebody's buddy, yeah. Kind of fishy, isn't it?
As part of a use agreement. That means in a year's time, they receive more than $1.8 million. The lease agreement also calls for additional payments of up to $400,000 if the number of migrants inside the Ogden shelter exceeds 650. The latest figures show more than 700 people still live here. If there are public dollars involved, shouldn't the public know where they flow?
100%.
Back in March, Alderman Andre Vasquez, the chair of the City Council's Migrant Committee, told us aldermen themselves have had a hard time accounting for all the spending.
That's still the question that's out
When we attempted to ask Mayor Brandon Johnson about this at the time, he said this.
Again, we're meeting you right where you are.
Look at his little shark fin hairdo there, guys. There's the mayor. There's the mayor. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Were it not for this new lawsuit, the public would have no idea how much these property owners are earning.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you
We
so much.
pressed the mayor about this last week and asked if he would consider adding the information to the city's website. He said this.
We have given an accurate account of how dollars have been spent.
That's it? Is there anything that would preclude your administration from sharing that level of detail?
There's no information that's been kept from you.
Johnson then reiterated talking points he's made before, how he's renegotiated contracts to save taxpayer money, and how Congress has failed to provide additional financial relief. He also doubled down, incorrectly stating that all spending information is available.
That information is available to you, sir.
Not all of it, though, is, sir. I mean, that's
Can you
the
give
point.
me a specific example of what's
Just
not
yet,
available?
the Ogden shelter in the West Loop, that's what this spelled out in this lawsuit, that they get $150,000 just for being the property owner per month. Nowhere is that available on the city's spending website. My question, again, is simply, is there anything that would preclude you from including that level of detail? You guys have said you're transparent. Why not show it?
All of the information related to the spending of this mission is available.
That's where we left it. We have checked over and over again to see if
It's not a mission. It's a catastrophe, folks. It's a catastrophe.
additional information was added to the city's website. If it is, we'll let you know. Bennett Haverly, NBC5 investigates.
Now to
So there you go, folks. There's where taxpayer dollars is being not accounted for. Brandon a little testy there. He doesn't want to get into the real issues, right? We got money flowing all over the place because of the migrants. Because of the migrants, I think we got, as this report says, at least 6,000 still in various shelters. Last I heard, we had like about 15 shelters still in operation. A couple of shelters mothballed, should they need extra space. So that's a big update on Chicago as we head towards July 4th and NASCAR. And then about another 5 weeks after that, we got the DNC. I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of tourism from the RNC, maybe the weekend after the RNC. That's starting to get spelled out how the RNC is going to pretty much lock down all of downtown Milwaukee. You if you have a car and you want to get into what they call downtown Milwaukee, your car's going to be inspected. So there's only going to be like 5 different entry points to get into downtown Milwaukee. They're going to be locking it down. There was reports yesterday that I guess for a while Donald Trump was going to stay at his hotel in Chicago and helicopter it to Milwaukee, but he's reversed course. Since he had that bad statement come out about how there's a lot of crime in Milwaukee. And let me just say, there is a lot of crime in downtown Milwaukee. It's not the safest place to be after dark. They've had some well-documented issues, and in general, the city's probably worse than Chicago when it comes to crime. So they let a lot of things slide. Much like Chicago, they have a district attorney that was funded by George Soros. I'm not sure if he's still in office or not, but they had some problems with that district or state's attorney, district attorney, and that's well documented too. That's related to the Waukesha parade and the individual that was responsible for that. So Milwaukee's not the safest place. It's not the safest place, and actually their downtown is dead on weekends, and there's not a lot of business going on down there. But it's much cleaner than Chicago. And it's a nice place to visit, but you don't want to be out after dark in downtown Milwaukee, especially if you don't know where you're at. So there you go. So I think I'm going to end it there. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed the update on the Chicago migrant shelters and the spending that's flowing freely and your tax dollars being doled out to everyone. Just stand in line and we'll give you some of those tax dollars. So we'll end the show as we end every show. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this on social media if you would, please. And this is the DJ for Migrant Mayhem at Land Cruiser Midwest saying, see ya!